Yeah. Fort Rhode Island area. But she has some learning differences. And so they weren't real supportive about like extended time and, working with her on that. She had really great skills. But Kayway does an excellent job with that.
That's what I've heard.
They're just, she is thriving in a way I've never seen her thrive. She's got amazing friends. Kids there are super nice.
Yeah.
They all three had their wisdom teeth out last week, last Thursday or Friday. And like two of her friends have driven over with ice cream, and not just for her, but for her siblings.
Yeah.
And like visited, just we'll just sit with you because it stinks. She's just, they're just.
Yeah, because that's sort of approached my youngest daughter, my grandson's mom, about him going to KUA. They live on the other side of the country.
Yes.
So it's,
Yeah.
it's a hard decision for her.
It
I mean,
is.
and he's just going into fifth grade.
I've been very impressed. Like I wasn't sure how I would feel, but I've been very impressed. They do a really nice job over there. I should be doing this.
No, you're tired. You're not doing anything there. I'm just getting you some stuff. Where we start? We got some on one today. You're great. So for the triceps.
It looked like it. I kept going to, I was like, oh,
Lots of people that are away.
Thursday, it was like Thursday or something. I was like, oh, I'll put it in. Maybe I'll escape the children, And I was like, oh, 24 hours. And then, anyway, it works out.
Are you gonna time this like the two things, the triceps and the?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna not do the normal bars and, well, actually, I could still do the bar.
Yeah, you can still do the bar. As long as it's loaded and set up.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, just watch your toes back there. There's some benches back there.
We're in a new set now. Yeah, we're in a
New program.
new phase. Okay, phase. That's it.
Good morning, Paige. Can you hear me?
Morning. Yes, I can.
You. Nice to see you.
You as well.
Everything going?
Pretty good.
Good. Nice to see you here. Anything bothering you this morning? Like you're sore or any pain?
No, I mean nothing more than like just natural like post-workout soreness, delay yeah. So
Yeah.
totally fine.
When was your last workout?
Monday.
Okay.
Well, it's better than yesterday. So
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're starting a new program this week. So it's new for everybody. Okay.
perfect.
You let me know if you need any modifications, like if there's pain or anything. I will give you some modifications just since you're at home, so we can do things a little bit differently if we have to.
Okay.
Got some dumbbells there.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yep.
Bands, long
Yep.
bands. Awesome. Okay, cool.
I don't have the long bands. I just have short bands right now.
That's okay. Actually, we don't really have anything where you would need a long band since you have dumbbells. So
Perfect.
that'll be perfect. If you have, like, let's say we're going to do deadlifts today. If you don't have something heavy enough, let's per se, we'll figure out a way to make it hard enough for you. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Just-
I'll just I have tons of free weight, so if I have to, I'll just go grab something heavier.
Awesome. Okay. You just ask me any questions anytime. Okay.
Perfect.
I'm going to mute you though. That way you can sing yourself through your workout or do whatever you want. Okay.
Okay.
Unmute yourself anytime. Oh, you got a little friend.
Not little. He's a big puppy.
Oh, all right. Well, you unmute yourself anytime, okay? And then
Okay, perfect.
I will get you some mods if you need it.
Great.
All right. All right, guys, let's start our warm up. We are going to start in a quadruped position. So we're going to go hands and knees to start. And Meredith, if you just in case. Alright. And actually, no, I'll do it right through the blocks. You could always put your hands on the yoga block. Okay. Feels better. Yeah. Alright. We're gonna warm up, so let's. In our quadruped position, first you guys make sure that you got those hands connected to the floor, so make sure palms push down, fingers are stretched out. You can take an opportunity to sort of stretch out our wrists, okay? And what we're gonna do first is this, so we're gonna start with some hip knee circles, so I'm gonna make a circle with my knee. Okay, we're gonna go 10 clockwise, then we're gonna reverse that and go counterclockwise 10. You can make those circles a little bigger along the way. Or keep it small if you're stiff, tight in the hips. Well, when you guys finish that, so we're gonna shift to the upper body a little bit. What we're gonna do is two different things here. So first we're gonna go, I'm gonna take my right hand to my ear, okay? We're gonna rotate the elbow into the opposite wrist. I'm gonna rotate away. Nice big inhale, exhale somewhere. Give me 6. When you guys finish that 6th one, what we're gonna do is take that long or that arm long. We're gonna reach through. And big reach. Okay, so we're just gonna do some short lever. You got long lever. You can drop that shoulder to the floor. Big push. Down hand. Then you guys will switch sides. So Meredith, is that okay with like wait on one hand?
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of like, just let me like,
Yeah.
ooh, I felt that. Kind
Okay.
of give me an idea of
Right, what exercise,
what not.
yeah, it's okay.
And when you guys finish your reaches, let's go to our back. So we're gonna go onto our back. And you're ready. Okay, so roll around our back and we're gonna do this first. So I'm gonna take my feet wide outside the hips. I'm gonna relax the upper body. We're just gonna sort of rotate through that lower body. So I'm gonna push the top leg down and then we're gonna rotate to the other side. Let's do 8. Feels good. One position, you can hold it there for a breath or 2. Try to breathe as you rotate through that mid back and the hips. Once you guys finish that, we're gonna do some hip ups. Get a little bit of our glutes. When you guys do your glutes, so what I want you to make sure you do is tuck the heels in towards your glutes. Okay, if there's a little bit of knee pain, walk that back out. Okay, but make sure you're pushing through your whole foot. So heels, toes, we're gonna lift, we're gonna squeeze, and then right back down. And then you guys give me 15 of those gentle squeeze, relaxing the body. So it sounds like you're kind of busy in here. Did your knee bother you while you were doing all that stuff?
No, we walked like over 20,000 steps a day and,
That's great.
okay, you know, we walked, all of Yosemite, well, not all of Yosemite, obviously, but. We walked down like the giant sequoias and,
Great.
I think like on the hills maybe I can feel it.
Sure.
Yeah, so there's lots of lovely hills in San Francisco too.
Sure, sure.
But other than that, it didn't bother me at all. And it didn't really bother me, I just was like aware.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we're gonna do one more here for the upper body. So do whatever you guys want with the lower body, you can straighten those legs. But what we're gonna do is, so my arms are by my side, we're gonna pull our elbows up. Okay, and what we're gonna do is rotate. So it's gonna be kind of awkward in the beginning, but we're gonna go hands, back of the hands to the floor, palm to the floor. Just trying to get a little gentle rotation through those shoulders. Gentle as you pull those palms down, and let's do 10. And guys, we're gonna come to our feet. Come back to our feet. Paige, I'm gonna use this little bar here for this next one. If you need something for like stability, you know, go to the wall, anything that's sturdy, okay, if you need a chair. What we're gonna do is this, 5 on each side. So take this slow, guys, we're still warming up. So I'm gonna balance on one leg. Okay, we're gonna reach down and touch or reach to the floor. Okay, then I'm gonna take a big step backwards. I'm gonna take a big step backwards, come all the way down. So if you guys want a pillow or pad for your knee, go ahead and grab it. We're gonna gently rock forward, kind of through those hips. I'm gonna rock back and then come to standing position, okay? So single leg reach to a lunge or a big step backwards, pause at the floor, and then just rock the hips forward. Rock back, and then we'll come back to our feet. Okay, 5 each side. Slow. Hips feel tight, and you feel a good stretch on the floor. Hold it there for a couple breaths, guys. You can rock forward, squeeze your butt. Don't go too fast. Grip the ground with your toes and your foot, pushing heels down, that'll be helpful. Woo. Let me know if there's any pain, guys. 5 each side. We're just gonna do one more thing before we do our self-love. You got it, man. Take it slow. Yeah, Chris.
It's a little sore. Okay. But so far it's been fine.
You got it, Paige.
I think I upped the weight on some things in my neck.
Yeah, well, you did before we did push-ups, we did wide.
Yeah.
Wide bench press or wide push-ups, and then you did, I think you went up in there. Press, yes, you did. Yeah. Okay. Last thing we're gonna do here, we do need a wall, I'm gonna just kind of change my camera angle here for second page, okay? And I'm gonna scoot on over here so you can see me. What we're gonna do is this, so if you guys can find a wall space, imagine this is my wall, okay, here. Okay, what you're gonna do is push your hips and your butt back, so I'm gonna push my hips and my butt back to the wall. Okay, and I'm gonna stand, and then I'm gonna spin around, kind of rotate through that pec and that bicep. Then I'm gonna walk around, butt and hips back. Then I stand and I just scoot my feet right around. Get a better angle for you, Paige. You can imagine this is my wall. Okay, so I'm gonna push, yep, butt and hips back. Then I stand and I just scoot those feet around. Yep, you got it, guys. Pushing that palm into the wall big time. Don't be surprised if you feel a bicep stretch. We scoot back around. Give me six to eight on each side, depending on how that feels. You might feel a stretch all the way from your shoulder bicep down into your hand, your wrist. Help you out. Yeah, stretch some stuff out of that arm. Bicep. Forearm. You got it, guys. Trying to get a nice kind of lat stretch. Push that armpit down into the floor. And you got it. Scoot those little feet around. Then you are so lovely.
No pain, no, good stretch, yeah, it was really relaxed.
Feel it down.
Into their, yeah, almost into their hands,
Yeah.
just here,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so we got a warm up in. We're gonna do self love. We'll start with our toe touch, deep squats, overhead reaches, and our spinal waves. Okay. If you've done this with me before, you guys add in anything you want to add in. They're multiplying, Paige. They're multiplying. All right, so we're gonna start with the toe touch. Okay, so we'll go feet together. Just take it slow. This just gives us time to see how mobile we are after that warm up. You guys, just give me like three to five with a breath. Let me know if there's any pain as you do that. Then we'll do a deep squat, checking with our ankles and our knees and our hips. Okay, deep squat, you guys do it any way you want. I like to go wide. Okay, we just are gonna do 1 to 3 deep squats just to kind of check in. How do the ankles feel here? How do the knees feel? How do the hips feel? I don't know if you remember this page. We used to do this self-love before we did our warm-up. Sometimes we would do it afterwards. It's similar. After you guys do your deep squats. So you guys can do this really anyway. I like to do it on my back. You can do it standing. But we just need some overhead reaches. You could use a band. Right? We just gotta move some blood around in those shoulders and those arms. Give me like 8 reaches. Okay, last one of the group, guys, is your spinal wave. So last one, we just sort of check in with the spine. We go to that quadruped position. Just give me like 3 to 5. We'll tuck that lower back pelvis, push the spine right up to the ceiling, and then we slowly reverse. See how that lower back, mid back, upper back feels. And then if you guys want, grab a drink real quick. Wait. Okay. Okay. We're gonna do a deadlift with catch. Okay. Some people like. I'll go over the difference. I got two of the same kettlebells there.
Yeah.
You also use dumbbells. I'll show you. Okay. All right. Warmed up. So what we're gonna start with is have a little bit more. Gotta burn. With some arms and some power. Okay. So we are gonna start with some bicep curls. So you guys can do this any way you want. There's a lot of variations. So you guys can do standing, palms out, bicep curl all the way down. You guys could do that in a hammer position. You could switch your grip. Right? You could do it twisting. Okay, it does not really matter to me. The only thing that matters, so give me 10 to 15. The only thing that matters is when you guys do it, make sure you come all the way down. Okay, straight arm, right? Stretch the bicep. Then we contract the bicep, okay? So give me 10 to 15.
Jamie, I do feel it when I do it out like this.
Yeah, okay,
So I'm just doing the,
Yes.
ones that I don't feel it on
great. And try not to grip too hard.
Okay.
Like grip, but don't
lights, yeah.
That's good, okay. That makes sense. You kind of have to rotate at the elbow
Right.
and it makes pull
I
on.
can feel it, like when I twist this way, I feel it down here.
Yeah, okay. And you can also take your thumb out.
Okay,
That's like change it.
that might change it, okay, yeah.
I was gonna say that thumb out is like the magic thing for any arm,
Oh,
as far as
really?
I'm concerned. So
Okay.
I never put my thumb around him anymore. In fact, when I lift things now, I don't use my
You know,
thumb.
you should found.
Because I ended up with both tennis and golf for Zoma.
Oh, wow,
And that's the only thing that made it better was not using my thumb.
okay.
Paige, you'll probably need a little bit heavier
Yeah.
dumbbell on this one. Okay, I'll show you what we're gonna do.
Yeah, thumb is out, okay.
On your second exercise, we're gonna superset this. We're gonna do bicep curls and we're gonna do a deadlift to catch. Okay, so now these are about the same weight, they're just different heights, different sizes, okay? Now you guys can do this with a dumbbell or a kettlebell. Basically, what we're gonna do is this, a deadlift, right? We stand. We're gonna pull it to our chest. So I'm gonna pull the the kettlebell up and I'm gonna hold it at my chest, back down. Okay, dumbbell looks like this. Pull it up. Right, I'm just pulling it to a goblet position. We're gonna do 15 to 20. Think, use the legs, guys. I'm using mostly legs to pull that weight up. If we're using a kettlebell, what I want you guys to think about is light grip. Start in the middle, let the hands come down to the side. Right, then we slide back forward. And then we'll slide out. If you're gripping too hard, it will be hard to do that. Okay, give me 15 to 20. Meredith, how's that good? That's okay. Okay.
No thumbs.
Yep, no thumb. Especially on this, actually. This is great, no thumb. What I call claw grip. You got it, guys. Try to feel your lower body, legs, glutes, the legs. Use the legs. You are using upper body, especially since we just did bicep curls. You guys are basically doing another bicep curl. So use the hips and the lower body to sort of help you out there, okay? Grab a drink. There's no rush. You guys can take 30 seconds. 45 seconds to a minute. You're gonna give me one more bicep curl. You guys could do these seated also. You could do a seated bicep curl. Standing. Remember, you guys could do a different hand position. You could go front out. You could go hammer curl. You reverse this way, it's called a reverse curl. You could twist. The grand scheme of things, we just need a bicep burn. Chris is supporting herself in the wall. You guys could also do it that way. She's pushing her back into the wall. 10 to 15, guys. Do a burn.
Eating the wall. Looks like we make it easier, but it's hard.
No, it's to make sure that my arms extend, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then if you guys need to, let the burn work its way out, shake out the arms, give me one more set, okay, of that deadlift to catch, okay? Light grip, right? I kind of just tuck my fingers in there, pull up, let those hands slide down. I want you guys to think big motion with the hips, right? Power through the hips. 15 to 20. Then rest. Yes. Got it. Bottom hips, yes. Good, Paige.
Yeah, so the difference, here is gonna be the smaller dumbbell, you'll actually have to bend down and work.
Yeah.
Goes to the yeah. Some people like intimidating, big one.
Yeah.
So some people like the smaller one, so that's why I usually give people options. Figure out what works for you, it's for them, yeah.
When you guys finish that second one, just rest, grab a drink. We're gonna do our next arm and power set.
Doesn't have to be.
So on our next set, you hit biceps on that first set and some glutes, lower body. I'm actually gonna time you guys on this set. Okay, we're gonna go 30 seconds of each exercise. So you guys just do the movement, breathe, full breath. The first one, we're gonna go triceps. Okay, so you could do one of two things. You could use one weight. We're gonna do a skull crusher. So I'm going to press, I'm gonna bend and press. Okay, if you guys want to, you could do two smaller dumbbells. Okay, lighter, you could go one in each hand. Okay, but we're gonna bend that elbow, push to the ceiling, right? Lock the elbow out, best way to contract the tricep. Okay. After you guys.
Let them feels.
Once we finish our triceps, we're gonna stand up. Okay, you guys are gonna move around. We're gonna do a side shuffle. Okay, I bend the knees. We're gonna shuffle sideways, nice and slow, and back to the other side. Okay, take it slow. You don't want to trip. Okay, pick your feet up. Okay, so we're gonna go skull crushers, 30 seconds. I'm gonna give you guys about 15 seconds rest, and we're gonna stand up and do that side shuffle. If you want to make side shuffle harder, you'll just go faster. Okay, just make sure that your feet are off the floor.
All right.
All right, you guys, you got it. Go. Just because I'm timing you does not mean you need to go fast. Just think, yep, bend. You got it, Paige. Push right up towards the ceiling. Make it harder. You guys can take your elbows closer to your forehead. It's hard enough, you don't need to. 10 seconds. Keep going. Okay, here. We're good, good. Okay. Good, you guys, rest. You need a little more weight, Chris?
No, I'm gonna do the one.
Okay, okay. All right, 15 seconds. Get up safely. Okay, start with your feet hip width. Okay, you got a soft knee bend. You guys move on over here too. Okay, you're gonna side shuffle, stop yourself, put those brakes on, take it to the other side. That's probably the hardest part of it. Okay, go faster if you want to. 30 seconds. Go. You got it. Soft knee, side to side. As you come to the end of it, put the brakes on, try and slow yourselves down. Take it to the other side. Good, you guys, got it. Take it slow, feel like you're tripping over your feet. 10 seconds. Come on, keep going. Rest. Good job, ladies. Grab a drink. You want one? 30 seconds.
Yeah.
There's how that. Yeah, just slow yourself down. You can't enough. You look at my video, I almost like tripped over myself. Oh, I was going way too fast. I was excited. Okay, one more triceps, you guys. Right, get it overhead. Just think about bending and big push to the ceiling. Lock out that elbow as much as you can. Go. We're gonna slow down after this. And your last side shuffle. Got it. Don't grip too hard if you feel anything. Got it, and then push. About 10 seconds. Got it, Paige, good. Good, you guys, rest. All right, take a rest, grab a drink, or take a breather, grab some weight. We need them for our next set.
Are we doing this side?
Oh, yeah, sorry. We're doing a side shuffle, you guys. I got excited about the next set. Hold on, we got one more. Sorry, Paige. Let's do one more. Okay, one more side shuffle. Paige is already ready. So what are you guys doing? All right, go. Softies, you got it, Paige. Yeah, you got it. Great. So you guys, so yourself down right before you switch to the other side. Good, you got it. 10 seconds. And we'll slow down. Come on, you got it. Come on, come on. Rest. There we go. All right. Now you guys take a little breather. Thanks, Chris.
That was the one moving around thing that I was comfortable with.
Well, that too. Was that that means we do have some stability back there, Nate. Good. Okay, guys. We're gonna start our first strength set. Okay, we just did a little bit, get our biceps and our triceps prepared. Let's see. All right, so in our next set, guys, we're gonna superset a lower body, upper body exercise. We're gonna hit some glutes. And we're going to hit some lats, upper back. Okay. So first exercise. Now, when you're looking at the program, either in the PDF or online, I'll always on the PDF give multiple exercises, modifications. In the app, there's only one. Okay. So I'm gonna show you guys 2 ways you guys can do this, a little easier, a little harder for the first exercise. Single leg post reach. Now the idea with this, you guys, is that the foot stays really low. I almost imagine there's a marble or a small ball under my non-balanced leg, okay? So I'm lifting that foot up. I'm going to hinge, hip hinge, and I'm gonna roll that ball back as far as I can, reaching with my glutes and my hips, and I'm gonna stand forward. Big reach back, then I'll stand forward, okay? I'm gonna do the other leg page so you can see me. Target muscles, glutes, okay? Big reach, and then we stand. Now, if you guys wanna use weights, what I would do is put it in the non-working leg, okay? Keep it close. Big reach back. Use something for stability if you guys need it, okay? The harder variation of this is basically a skater squat, a single leg squat, okay, which could be done like this. I basically use the wall page or chair if you want to. You can always do the first exercise, just pick one, right? We squat and stand. This is what you call a skater squat. Give me 10 to 15 on each leg. Okay, and I want you guys to try to feel your glutes, maybe hamstring. If you don't, let me know. And you guys can really reach back as far as you want, as you can. Really trying to challenge, right, that glute and that opposite hip. Good. Got it, there you go. So. Your butt.
No, not hurt, not hurt, but broken.
Okay. You're feeling it.
Yeah.
Feeling glutes page. I love the stability. So the stability, hanging on to whatever you're hanging on to is great. It allows us, Paige, to use those larger muscles, right? Glutes, hamstrings, than trying to kind of balance and use those smaller muscles. So you use stability, something to hang on to as much as you want. You can still make it harder, right? By loading it heavier or doing more reps. When you guys are done, so we're gonna switch into a upper body exercise. I'm gonna show you first variation. You guys want the second variation, might be just better on lower backs, okay? I like to use a kettlebell on this, but a dumbbell is equally as effective and it feels as good. So I'm gonna get into a wide stance, squat, or hip hinge. Okay, this is a harder variation. I'll show you guys a modification. A gorilla row, so we get down and we get low, and the glutes. We're gonna pull to the hips, and bring it down, and then I switch to the other side. Okay, so we got 10 to 15. Let me just turn. I'll give you guys your modification. Okay, butt and hips back. I sit into my heels. I pull towards my hip, come down to the other side. If you want, you could do all one side first, then the other. Okay. If you guys feel in your lower back, here. Go. Yeah, better. Yes. If you guys do feel your lower back, let me know. We could try a staggered stance position. Try to keep a little bit of tension in your belly, right? Tight abs. Weight in toes, weight in heels. 10 to 15 reps each arm. When you guys finish, just stand up. Take a rest, grab a drink. We're gonna go back to your single leg reaches after your rest. There, okay?
Yes. No, no.
I think I'll try to.
Yeah, Meredith, I find it the no thumb thing a little easier with the dumbbell.
Yeah.
With the dumbbell.
Yes,
I don't know if it's just thickness of it.
yeah,
Sometimes I'll do it with the dumbbell, I'll just take my thumb out, kind of
yeah,
rest.
that
it
would
to the side.
depend, it's harder on the tricep, yeah,
Yes, yes.
yeah, that's easier.
Okay, when you guys are ready. We'll go back to that reach, okay, glutes, take all glutes, keep your weight close if you're using one. That foot stays low to the ground, right, we're gonna roll that ball back as far as you can, and then roll it forward. Big reach with the hips, glutes. How's the knee on this? That should feel good. Stop. As soon as we get out of this right here, yeah, when we get back into your glutes, it should, feel stable. How's your knee?
As long as I hold it in the right position, I feel like I'm.
Good. And then what you could do guys is, as you come back up, stand all the way up, do that, do the little, great,
Yeah.
yep. We'll do 2 of each. You guys take about 30 seconds if you need it before you do your next gorilla row. Job, Paige, all good. Let me know if you feel your back at all. One thing that will help you guys out with your rows is sometimes I feel in my lower back. What I think about is in my belly, kind of trying to pull everything in. So belly button to spine, try to zip everything up. And I try to keep that tension as I pull. One other thing that might help is just kind of shifting weight from heels to toes. You got it, Paige, yep. Right towards the hips. Go ahead, yes, great. Back. Yeah. Got it, Mary. Feeling okay, Paige? Awesome, okay. Next set, these guys are almost done. We're gonna do deadlifts. So you could do, we're gonna do 10 to 15 reps, Paige. How heavy is your kettlebell?
It's 15.
What's your heaviest dumbbell?
I have like up to 40.
Let's try a 30 or 35.
Okay.
I'll show you a little deadlift with it. Okay. Here, we're gonna use this kettlebell.
Okay.
And we're just steaming, you have a lot of kettlebell.
Yeah.
That one is a lot bigger than that one.
Yes.
But it doesn't necessarily look bigger.
Right.
Okay. So you can rest with that. On our next one, you guys, and then we're just doing incline bench press. So Chris, I'm gonna have you use the red bench.
No, yeah.
Keep going a little bit further, right next to that, underneath that half
Oh, yeah,
white.
the right, and under, yeah, straight line from.
Jamie type,
Okay.
short Jamie type. As Ben always says, I like, lift your thoughts up in the refrigerator, I'm like, right there. Like, what? Like it's like, hi, hey. Okay. We got deadlifts. Okay, now, when you guys guys do your deadlifts. We want a safe, happy, healthy back, okay? So if we have a dumbbell, we're gonna set it up the same way we would a kettlebell, in between the legs. Okay, I'm gonna push my hips and my butt back. Okay, I'm gonna stand straight up and then back down. Okay, same thing with a kettlebell. I want you guys, this is not a big knee bend. You're gonna bend the knees, but the weight is in the back of the legs. Okay, rather than the front of the legs, right? So don't shoot the knees forward, just say butt back. All right, give me 10 to 15. All but, if you can, squeeze at the top. You got it all the way down. You can save a little energy. How's that? Okay. How's that weight? Feel bad? That's heavy enough?
Heavy enough, yeah, but
Not too bad. All right, guys, so on our second one. We have an incline. Press. Okay, if you don't have an incline bench at home, which I do not expect you to, we can do this in a chair or a roller. Okay, so we will either. Show you first. Just gonna turn you a little bit, Paige. I'm gonna go to this. You can see that bench back there, actually. Maybe it's- So, we're either gonna sit on a bench, okay, and we're gonna press. It's ideal, lumbar spine support, okay? You guys don't have a bench at home, I totally understand. This will work as well. A chair also works, you can sit in a chair, lean back. I push my back into the roller. Okay, just get my head nice and set and press. So you could also use a couple of pillows, yeah, Paige, that would work great. You just need an incline. Okay, for an upward motion. 10 to 20. You guys can also do it one at a time if you want to alternate, you can do it that way. Okay, one at a time, any way you want. Give me 10 to 20. Let me know if there's any pain. And yeah, keep them in neutral. That's ideal. You can go out if that feels better on the shoulder. You got it, Paige. Meredith, how was that?
that was good,
Okay.
yeah, okay.
So once you guys finish that up, maybe take a breather. Okay, assess, do we need to make that harder, easier? Then you're gonna go back to your deadlifts. 10 to 15 reps when you're ready. Yeah, especially after overhead presses, that'll kind of feel easy. Yeah. There you go, Meredith. Back, yep. On the butt. You got it, Paige. Good. Butt and hips back. Great. Yeah, good. Great. Got it. With all the legs. Feel burn, Paige? Good. What you could also, if we do need to make that harder at all, Paige, I don't know if you can see Chris back there is standing on 2 steps. So she just kind of elevated herself. You could do like on like a book, like just take your 1 foot on a book. What that does is just gonna increase your range of motion. We can't increase weight, but we could increase range of motion if we have to. Okay? Only if you don't feel burn and we need to make it harder. You got it, guys. Back to your incline press, 10 to 20. You got some delts here. Depending on your hand position, some pecs. Probably will feel your triceps. Yeah, especially after our skull crushers. Just take a nice rest when you guys finish your presses. We're gonna do 2 sets.
You can always do more sets of the,
And 2, if you wanna do more sets. We got 1 more set. And we will get every delt in our next set, so. I would go, very good, very light. Want a seated hamstring? Okay. All right, guys, last set. Okay, last set. I'm gonna give you guys the choice whether you want to do 2 to 3 on this. You've made it this far through the workout. If you're still feeling good, you could do 3 sets. Okay. Hindsight, you might be sore tomorrow, so maybe stick with 2.
what weight do you do?
I'll show you. I would say 5 and not even 2.
Okay, all right, see how it feels.
Okay. I would go really light on this one, okay? This is called a 3-way shoulder. And what we're gonna do is 10 reps of each position. So I would go pretty light, 2.5s to 5s. Okay, if you're not sure, start with 2.5s and then we can always make it harder, okay? Yeah, it's a mess over there, Chris. If you need help, I can set it up.
I got it.
Okay, 3 ways. So we're gonna do front raises. Okay, now when you guys do your raises, if you notice my palms are in, you could also do it this way. You could do a front raise like this. Or like this, okay? It's just gonna change the position at the shoulder head. It might feel better for some of you. So we have 10 front raise. We have 10 side raise. You guys don't have to go all the way up, full range of motion, go as high as you feel comfortable. The last one is a bent over position and 10. Okay, so give me 10 front, 10 side, and then we're gonna do 10 in that reverse position. Okay, just 1 set to start. If you feel burn, the burn is so bad that you can't do anymore, drop the weights and do it body weight. That's okay.
I actually smaller ones.
I did not do 10 of each. It gets you, it gets you. Also, guys, if this does not feel good, let's say elbows. Okay, Chris is doing a bent arm variation where we do the same thing. We just do bent arms, elbows at the top or at the front raise. We do bent elbows at the side raise. Yep, you got it, Paige.
Is there a second, like
Oh,
1.5 or 3?
Yeah, like three.
No, I do 5s on like the front faces, and that's all I do.
And then just,
I want you to start doing side raises, I'm like, no, that's not gonna work.
yeah, those are 2.5s.
Okay.
And then just think.
Yeah.
Yep, and soften the elbow, smush one. Yeah, shake it out, babe, shake it out. Okay, just give me 1 set, and then we're gonna do hamstrings, okay? After you guys finish your 3-way shoulder, we're gonna do that again, don't worry. What we're gonna do is take probably a 10 10 to 15 pound dumbbell would be good for this. We have a rep range of 10 to 20, so it's too hard, just do 10, okay? The hardest part is probably just setting this up. So I'm gonna grab the dumbbell with my feet. Okay. I'm gonna lay on my belly. And I'm gonna slowly bring that dumbbell down, and I'm gonna bring the dumbbell to my butt. The hardest part, like I said, is grabbing it with your feet. Okay, just try to get to the arch of the foot and kind of squeeze tight, okay? And then you got 10 to 20, pull up and on and down. Make sure you guys push your hips into the floor, okay? Squeeze your butt hard. Don't let the hips come up off the floor. That might be the hardest part. Yeah, feel your back. Yeah, go down. Yeah. Let me know, guys, if you feel this in your back more than the legs. Sometimes that happens. There's ways to make this a little harder. We could lay on some pillows, take ourselves up off the floor a little bit. There's the head.
Yes, just trying to make sure the hips are down.
Yeah, pretty good. That looks great. Yeah, I have to go really slow. I want to keep my hips. My hips down. Up to 20 or to a burn. This one's a little tricky. Sometimes it takes a couple times to do it to get a burn or get those hamstrings versus glutes. When you guys finish your hamstring, right, leg curls on your belly, you're gonna go back to your three-way shoulder raises. Okay, so we have a front raise. Again, straight elbows or bent. Okay, we have side raise. Drop those weights. If you could barely get 10, go a little lighter maybe. And then that last one, we got this reverse. Play around with your hands too, you guys. Play around, move the hands, different positions.
It's amazing how much, like, oh my gosh, just a little bit will hurt it. Not
Side
hurt,
raises,
but burn it, yeah.
Side raises are, yeah, get me. Jaw page. Yep, you got it. A little bent over. And then we can kind of squeeze our shoulder blades together on that last one. As you guys bring those arms up, we get delts, a little bit of back. Tight belly if you feel anything in your lower back. Sure. You know, Kyla sometimes will do it this way at the chin. I'm not sure if I would set it up. But I know. Chris is using a chair, you could always would say, okay. Say that, where's the other? Yeah. You got a page. Give me a good burn, then we're done. You guys can always do a third set of this if you want to. Alright, just my hamstrings, not the right. But those are extra fit right there, that kind of tilted. And what you do, Meredith, is you'll sit. Well, it's got implement. What have you also done?
Or at least think your longest time, the longest.
So then all of a sudden you're like, I'm dying.
It's like shoes, so.
Oh, yeah.
Take your
Heels.
Yep, yeah.
Yep, there you go.
And then just give me a stretch, so I'm gonna kind of pull you. And then you might want to sit back just a smidge. I'm just gonna like stir your ankle. Don't like the glue pad, you are short of Chris. You can ditch it. Okay, and then just think about pulling your heel in towards your butt. You press the glue pad. Yep, there you go. Well, you don't have to touch your butt, your heel, right? Just think about pulling it in, it's like pumping. Okay, and
Okay.
how you doing, Paige? Feeling okay?
Yeah, feeling good.
Good, you're done. If you want to do a third set, you can.
Okay.
Usually on the first week of the program, we do kind of do 2 of everything just to kind of
Sure.
get through it. If you have time and you want to do more, you can. Remember,
Okay.
you know, I don't want you to be too sore tomorrow in a row. Okay.
All right.
Anything hurt?
No, like everything's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're always, we love questions. So if you want to make it different, you want to make it harder, anything, you just let me know. Okay.
Okay. No, it's great. Thanks.
Have a good day.
Thanks.
See you soon. Okay?
See ya.
Bye.